Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hello and welcome to today's video. So, today I'm going to be VOD reviewing one of my games that I played over the course of this last week. So, let's get right into this, shall we? So, VOD reviewing is a massive part of becoming a better Siege player, mainly just because you can see your mistakes, where you went wrong, where you went well. So today I'm going to be going over one of my better games today, just to sort of show you, well, and also so I can see myself, where I went right in this and what things I can pick up on. So as you can see, we're on Chalet. This is ranked plat 3 to 2 in that range. Might have been a few gold sprinkled in there, but it was mainly plat players this game. So I am roaming. This is stopped. That's never the best. There we go. So mute roaming, probably thinking what? Basically got my mute jammers down so that they can't clear me out, and I'm just trying to waste time as much as possible. If I can save my life, then that is brilliant. But I mean, you will see in a little bit actually coming up now. I do whiff on this guy massively, so it could have been detrimental to the round. Luckily, it wasn't. But, you know, hitting your shots is definitely a big part of this game, and unfortunately, I whiffed a lot of the SMG11. We do love the replay system as well. It is good. So I made rotates there. I could have dropped down and then pushed back up the stairs, but I chose to play it safe. Didn't know if anybody was at the breach at this time, because there was also a finger alive, so I thought I'll just, just in case they're trying to push in off the sound call and me dropping. That was a little bit lucky, to be honest, because I didn't have my sights up as I went down, but he was watching 90. And there you go, that's round one. If I could say anything better, probably the peak on, what's-her-face? On Finker, just then, into blue. Luckily, she wasn't looking at that door, though, so that was all good. Okay, there we go. I'm going to assume most of you know how to set up this site, but just in case you don't, normally it's crouch through, but I just find them easier if it's a run through. This is just how I personally like to set up the site. I have actually been watching the Seige Invitational, so in Berlin I think it is this year. So I actually don't normally make these holes here, but I watched it and I was like, you know what? If it works for the pros, it will probably work for me. And a little spoiler, it does actually come into play later on in this round. So let's skip through this round a little bit, putting down my mute jammers as normal, making sure that they can't drone. We're actually a little bit in, they've started to nade below. Luckily she wasn't the best at nading below, it only did a little bit of damage to me. I'm a little bit lost at the moment, I'm like sugar muffins. Where do I need to go? Luckily no one was on big window, because I didn't actually pre-check that beforehand, but so my team's doing a pretty good job of just getting the picks in. We've got quite good entries in this game, but then unfortunately they do get a bit over-aggressive. As you can see, they see that we're in a 4v2 and they just start trying to push and get over-aggressive, so they leave me in a 1 versus 2. Let's just see how this plays out, and then I'll give you some pointers after. If I say pointers, I'll tell you what I did. So with that kill there, I don't know if it picked up on it, but I did actually hear her pull out the nade, so I knew that it was all good to swing. Now, this is me in a little bit of a disadvantage, considering she has LMG, and LMGs are absolutely overpowered so far, and I've got an SMG11. Little whiff there, could have ended the round there, on either side though, to be honest. Now, this game, another whiff there. I need to get my SMG11 game up, to be honest. But this game, this round just proves how being kill hungry really loses you rounds, because she easily could have planted, because I did not hear that at all. I assumed I had the diffuser, or like it was down somewhere. But instead of planting, she tries to come for the kill, get a KD up, and she gets a little bit hungry for it. Now, as you can see, these holes don't normally make them, but there you go, they did win me the round there, because she was not expecting that angle. I assume they hadn't droned it. So, hello. Sorry to interrupt the video. Just reminding you to leave a like and subscribe to this channel if you are enjoying the content. I'll let you get on with the video. She just did not know what to expect. Right, hopping into the third round now. We're 2-0 up. I actually can't remember. I'm pretty sure we win this game, but I can't remember how we win it. Let's hop over to me, play mute again. If you do solo queue like I do, one thing I would recommend is definitely be a hard support. So play like your mutes, your smokes, maestros, echoes, castles and stuff. Although castle can be a little bit of a flex because you can roam with him if you know the strats. Or make up your own strats, who knows. But basically you want to just try and be a hard support because a lot of people, as you can see in this game, just want to frag out, and sometimes it's not the best if they're not like amazing at the game. So just having someone to 100% know that you're on that site is very helpful. So let's fast forward a little bit into this round, because I am mainly just sat on site and looking at cams. It's not exactly the most fun of things. But I didn't actually know that they had an Osa until just then. Hear the Osa shield go down. Might try to get a few sneaky picks. Well, I do actually peek it just to see if anyone's overextending. But as you can see there, I pay for it. Could have paid a lot more for it and died, so probably wasn't the best idea from me, to be honest. In those situations, it's probably best just to leave it. I throw that there to make her think that she can't push up anymore, and that if she does, she's either going to run into my bullets, not have the time to shoot it off, or yeah. So I do that. It probably wasn't the best strat from me because I would have had it now to blow. Because it also gives them a rotate into the site, but hey ho, I'll do that for next time. Probably put it on the reinforced wall and wait for them to push up or further up. So in case Osa tries to push up because she thinks I'm behind the bomb chassis, I'm gonna put my I'm gonna deploy myself there. Luckily, our Jaeger, I think it was, yep, flanks, gets the kill. Now I run another 4v2. I can't remember if anybody gets aggressive or not, but we've got a nice crossfire here. I'm watching if anybody comes down the stairs. Me and Malusi got a nice crossfire going, and bang. Gotta keep your crosshair on head level because there you go. Shows right there. Easy. So we know where she is now. I'm giving comms off sound. I'm giving comms off where I've just seen her. I tell them that I hear her running downstairs. I actually thought it was blue at the time, hence why I dropped. Turns out it wasn't. Now the only problem with me dropping like this is that it would have given them full control. So the guy then calls out that she's going towards Solarium. We still have the Solarium cam up, I believe, so we're now just sitting here waiting. It was either that or a Mozzie cam. I can't remember which one was calling out, but we had info on her is the main thing, and luckily these guys gave call-outs, but I would have been able to hear her anyway. And then there you go. That's that round donezoed. So 5-0 at the moment. Doing very well for myself. Doing nice. We are currently 3-0 up. I believe there were 6 rounds just then. So now we're going on to the attack. I don't think our attack was actually as good as our defense was. Again, playing ace, I would recommend you play like some form of hard breach just because, I don't know, it's just more beneficial because you don't have to worry if any of your team will. I don't know, playing fraggers, as much as it helps if you are like a very good fragger on solo queue, you also are going to lack utility most of the time, considering your team probably won't fill in them roles half the time. I mean, sometimes you do get solo queue games where people are nice and they do, but just for peace of mind. So this game we basically have no info. They've got a very weird hold, and to be honest, we didn't really know how to deal with it. We did unfortunately lose this round, as you can probably tell. We probably would have just been best. There was a rotate there. I didn't realise there was a rotate there. So I was going to say we probably would have been best just like going in through the door there, but no, probably not. Someone was top main, but just no one was trying to sort of like push them out. I did call it out, and then she stood in an angle where that would have been seen from, so I was like, what are you doing? So I'm like, right, no one else is going to come and clear her out, so I may as well try. Make some holes here, and then I go to flank up the main stairs, but I just have no idea where the castle was on the stairs. I could hear them on the stairs, didn't know where though, and they had their cam up, so if my team was listening to me, they would have tried to coordinate it with me and held an angle, but instead another one gets picked off from the exact same spot, even though I'm calling out ones on main stairs. So as you can see, that goes off. I'm like, Sugar Muffins, where is he? Turns out he's at the top. I thought he was more middle stairs, but you know how Siege sound is sometimes. So at this point, we're a little bit lost. We're in a 2v4. I don't actually know if I get any kills or not here. I thought I went up blue stairs, to be honest. Oh yeah, that's what happened. So someone was playing kitchen. I didn't check all my corners. That was the problem with that. Twitch Insight doesn't tell any of us, so that was not helpful. We could have pushed from Solarium side, or I could have rotated round. He then gives away a position, spraying through the wall off no comms or anything. For some reason, I don't think she's got a headset. So as army goes down, but I think that's as much as we're going to get on this round. Yeah, Z then gets flanked by Cav and then Bosh. Even though I did call out, but you know how teammates are sometimes. So going into round 5, it's not looking the best for us, to be honest with you. I went Flores. Oh, so I saw that we already had hard breach, and I thought, who else can we use to try and... me and Hib pushed from round back this round, I believe. This was actually quite an atrocious round, if I'm being honest. This my aim in this round. So I'm just sitting on cams, letting the Habana entry. But my aim this round was very, very poor, I have to say. So I do end up droning sight. I literally... Basically, the way that I die, I'll fast forward it because not a lot really happens in this round. Apart from we get this back wall open, I've drone out quite a bit for her. Unfortunately, team just was not very coordinated on the attack, I have to say. So the reason why I'm putting this down is because we did see... also, I was lagging very bad. That's why all this is... my drone keeps on stopping. So where that Thunderbird is right now, I saw her on there, and I thought Hib was going to hold an angle. So I blew that up just to see if she would hold the angle on it of her running away. They then have a nice little crossfire going, so I was like, okay, I'm not going to push into that. Capcom then runs off, unbeknownst to me. I thought he was still chilling on the stairs. That's why I'm being a little bit cautious here. I know that Thunderbird's still behind there. I give it one more drone in a minute, I believe. Or I already had a drone set up on site. I can't remember which one it was. Although it would have been winnable because we are currently in a 4v3. And even just being one man down, it's not too detrimental. But she is very, very close on... Where is it? Yeah, so I've droned her out. She's very close on the wall. Unfortunately, my crosshair placement was awful, and that's why you need good crosshair placement, because if they've got better crosshair placement, then they're just going to dome you. We'll look at our Twitch now. So I don't actually know. I don't know if we got the main breach open or not, but they're getting aggressive. He gets one pick from it. I can't remember what else. Oh, yeah, then they all just converge on the breach, and unfortunately couldn't do anything. There you go. That's that round done. Getting into the last round now. So we did win this 4-2. I wouldn't say I've had a terrible game, but there are definitely some things like my crouched crosshair placement is not the best, as was clearly shown by that. 5-2, haven't had a kill in 2 rounds. Although kills aren't the most important thing, it's also, it is good to get kills. So they've set up in kitchen and dining. They're roaming upstairs as normal, as per usual. As you would see, they didn't actually have a proper hold, though. I don't think these guys watched any competitive or anything or knew properly how to hold the site. But basically, plan is try and clear all angles and then get that main wall open in lobby. I still had this cam here. For some reason, not a lot of people actually shoot that cam out, so I'm calling out that one's top fireplace right now. I thought we had someone upstairs to hold a crossfire with us, but we didn't. Unfortunately, I thought someone was on that big window upstairs, so I thought I'll get on it. I believe I get the pick here. I'm not actually 100% sure. So I check my cam again, see where they both are, see that they're there. Watch out from there because my teammate just died. Swing it. Unfortunately, don't get the pick. I thought I did. Never mind. So they finally got my cam. I'm then just holding that angle. Luckily, well, I say luckily, I just pre-fire it because I didn't know if they'd gone back to it. They did, fortunately. And the Oryx just had no cover, walked right into my line of sight. So now we're in a 4v2, as I've probably said many times. Just droning out the site just to see where they all are, because the worst thing that you can do is just start to rush. So I'm telling them that they've got a nitro on ping. I actually missed that cap cam to start with, and then I came back around. Oh, I actually didn't see him at all. Well, that is not very good droning for me. Did not check all my corners, which again has been a little bit of a theme in this game. So I'm just watching upstairs because that's where she last was. She does whiff on me, fortunately, because then she easily could have just shot the planter. I'm going to assume that she's going to try and flank round and come here, which she does. And fortunately for me, I do get that pick. Then I'm just sitting on cams because we've got no idea where he is, checking that he's not around the back. And I'm just holding back while I'm telling them all to watch. She then dies, Nomad. And now we know exactly where he is. He's on the site, telling them they're going back to kitchen. And we win the round and the game. So I think the main theme of the game is not to get kill hungry, because they won rounds, we nearly lost rounds. Mainly off the back of everybody just being a little bit kill hungry. For example, the second round, where when we were defending upstairs, the Finker, I did not know that she had that diffuser. She easily could have planted and then got off, but she got kill hungry and I capitalised on that. And then we just, in that round as well, was also an example of our team. We're in a 4 versus 2 and they just get very aggressive and try and push on. When they're holding the angles, we've got to jump into their angles, and not all the time it works out for you. Even though most of the time it's better to peek into someone's angle than someone peeking into your angle, but it depends if they know exactly where you are. Anyway, that was today's video, guys. I hope you all enjoyed. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.